I auditioned for Michael and Ralph Zito, and what was amazing is in the moment he said, "Okay, come back to the callback and do it just like that." He had given me a little adjustment, and I was like, "Great, I'll do it." And so then I came back to the callback, and you walk in, and as I was thinking about it when I came back in, I did think, he wanted me to get like really explosive, and there was part of me that it just thought the way that I justified it to myself was like, I just do feel like he would still be battling against the status of the king and the fact that he could kill him at any moment, and so that there would be tension within that. So I think when I went back in, I um I did it kind of like I did it before, and he just said thank you, and I walked out. I was like, oh shit, okay. And as I was leaving, the aide came out and ran over and said, I want you to come back in. And so I walked back in, and he was just kind of sitting there like this, Michael Kong, and he goes, what happened to what we talked about at the first time? And I was like, yeah, you wanted me to do it more intense. And he's like, what's what we talked about? And I said, well, I just don't know if you would talk that way to the king. I think that's what I'm having trouble with. He's like, but what you did was boring. I was like, okay. And he goes, look, you came all the way from Miami, you might as well like let it rip. Okay. And so then I did it again, like I let it rip. And then he said, now didn't that feel better? And in my mind, I was like, yeah, but I'm not totally convinced that realistically that's what he would do. You know what's important? And the important thing is like probably was way more interesting when I let it rip because whatever I thought I had. So he wasn't wrong. I think what's important though is the conversation.